Transition pictures for Amy Winehouse, who died in 2011 at the age of 27, that magic, tragic age for rock stars. She had a deep bluesy voice that people absolutely adored. And I think she started out with the National Youth Jazz Orchestra singing, but she wanted to be a journalist at one point. She wanted to be an actress at another point, but eventually turned out to be an amazing singer with platinum albums, and she won a ton of awards. And at one point, that Russian oligarch, Roman Abramovich, he paid her $1.5 million to sing in Moscow. That's how influential she was in her time. People absolutely adored her songs, but on the downside, she was bulimic, she was a manic depressive, she was addicted to drugs and alcohol, and ultimately it was the alcohol that killed her. She just binged and binged and binged and went to rehab and came out again and started binging again. And she even had emphysema in her 20s from chain smoking crack cocaine. It was a destructive lifestyle which often goes hand in hand with people who are very talented but insecure, and particularly if they have mental problems, which she admitted she did. Therefore, because so many of you asked, I decided to do her transition, but really there wasn't much there. I don't know if human consciousness can fragment. It seems an odd concept to me. But when I went into that metaphorical cave I always see, yeah, she was there, but fragmented. As I watched, she just fell to pieces onto the floor in a heap. That's how destroyed she was by the time she died. As she moved towards the tunnel, she was in ribbons, like silk scarves blowing in a breeze, just floating along in individual strips. Up the tunnel. Not reconstituted at all, separate parts that would be repaired later. And when she came to this symbolic dome, I always see, this light that leads to ascension, the scarves flew directly into it. This was the universal repair shop, I guess. Flew directly into it. But as they did so, it was like when bugs fly into those lamps on terraces. There's a crackling. There was something about incredibly low consciousness energy meeting high consciousness energy that was very difficult. There was nothing smooth about any of this. It was simply like, let's get her in, let's try to do something and put her back together again. There was so much work to be done here over so many lifetimes, I would say. There was nothing left of this person. Now, it's possible that she existed so that, one, she could bring wonderful music to people, but also so that people around her could learn how to deal with this. She may have been a gift to her family, to people at a record company, whoever else, so that they could learn to deal with this. And that was her destiny. But by the time she transitioned, whatever she wasn't a full, mature human consciousness. As I said, I don't know if consciousness can fragment, but that's what it seemed to be in these pictures.